There is a longing that stirs within me, a quiet yearning that cannot be quieted, no matter how I try. I am consumed by thoughts of a person I have yet to meet, but feel I've known all my life. It is as if fate is preparing me for someone who will enter my world like a breath of fresh air, filling my lungs with a new sense of purpose. I can feel them approaching, even if they are still far away, and I find myself wondering about the nature of our meeting. Will it be a glance across a crowded room, the accidental touch of a hand, or perhaps the sound of their voice calling my name in a way that feels so familiar? The yearning grows deeper with each passing day, not for something tangible, but for an intangible connection. I long for someone whose soul will speak to mine in a way words never could. Someone who will share in the silent symphony of life that I feel but have yet to fully understand. The one I long for is not defined by external features, although I imagine that they will be beautiful in their own way. I do not seek perfection because I know that true beauty lies not in flawlessness, but in the acceptance and love of one another's imperfections. It is the essence of a person that calls to me, something beyond appearance, beyond the roles they play in life, beyond the masks they wear. I long for someone who will see me as I truly am, who will not be deterred by my shortcomings, but instead embrace them, love me more for them. I seek someone who will offer me the same vulnerability I am willing to offer them, who will allow themselves to be seen without the armor of pretense. The kind of love I desire is one built on honesty, one where we can share our fears, our desires, and our dreams without shame or hesitation. I long for that kind of connection where two souls are allowed to be free, vulnerable, and whole together. The one I long for will not be perfect, and I do not wish them to be. Rather, I long for someone who understands that perfection is a myth, an illusion that often keeps us from truly experiencing life as it is. I long for a person who, like me, has tasted the bittersweetness of life's challenges and has grown from it. Someone who does not shy away from their past, but instead embraces it as part of their journey. I believe that in their journey, they too have searched for something more than the ordinary, something deeper than what the world often offers. This person will have a depth to them, a quiet strength that does not demand attention but simply exists, woven into the fabric of who they are. The beauty of this strength will be in how they hold space for both themselves and for others, how they allow others to grow while never diminishing their own light. This is the kind of person I long for, one who walks through life with both grace and resilience, whose strength is not seen in the loudness of their actions but in the quietness of their soul. I imagine the connection we will share will transcend the physical realm. It will be a bond that is forged in the heart, not in fleeting moments of passion or shallow exchanges. The one I long for will know the power of stillness, of silence, of sitting together without the need for constant words. They will understand that sometimes the most profound conversations happen not when we speak, but when we are simply present with one another. I long for someone who will cherish these moments with me, someone who will be content to share the simple beauty of a quiet evening, of holding hands while the world outside rushes by. It is in these moments, these pauses in the chaos, that true connection is found. I am not seeking a love that is grand and loud, but one that is steady, that grows over time, nurtured by the care we give to one another's hearts. In this quiet love, I will find a home, a place where I can finally rest, knowing I am loved for exactly who I am. The one I long for is not a person who will complete me because I am already whole. I do not seek another to fill a void, but rather to share in the fullness of life. I want a partner, someone with whom I can build a life together, a shared journey that honors both our individual paths and the path we walk together. This person will be my equal, someone who challenges me in ways that make me better, someone who supports me in ways that help me rise. They will encourage me to pursue my dreams and will not hesitate to follow their own, knowing that we both have the freedom to grow while remaining united in our love. I long for a love that will not stifle, but instead will lift us both to new heights. It will be a love that nurtures both our strengths and weaknesses, one that teaches us to be more than we could ever be alone. This is the kind of partnership I seek, where we are not just two individuals, but two souls intertwined, creating a shared story that is ours and ours alone. The one I long for will not be perfect, and neither will I. There will be moments of difficulty, moments when we disagree or misunderstand one another, but I know that these moments are just part of the dance of life. True love is not about avoiding conflict, but about learning how to navigate it with grace and understanding. I long for someone who will not run from the difficult moments, but who will stand by me through them, committed to finding a way forward together. I long for someone who will teach me, as I hope to teach them, how to be patient, how to listen deeply, how to love without condition. This is not the kind of love that is built on easy circumstances, but on a shared commitment to growth, to mutual respect, and to a love that withstands the tests of time. In the moments when life becomes challenging, I know that the love we share will be the thing that holds us together, keeping us grounded even when the world around us feels unstable. The one I long for is someone who will help me see the beauty in the everyday, in the mundane, in the moments that often go unnoticed. I want a partner who will help me appreciate the small things, the way the light falls through the window in the morning, the scent of rain on the pavement, the sound of birds chirping in the distance. I long for someone who will help me slow down and savor the moments that make life beautiful, even in their simplicity. It is in these quiet, simple moments that true love grows, not in grand gestures or fleeting excitement, but in the steady, consistent presence of someone who sees the world with me, who shares in the wonder of it all. I long for someone who will teach me how to find joy in the ordinary, someone who will remind me that love is not just something we feel in grand gestures, but something that lives in the everyday acts of kindness, understanding, and presence. I have often wondered if the person I long for is also waiting for me, wondering if I will ever come into their life. Perhaps they are out there, looking at the world and wondering if they will ever find someone to share it with. It is a beautiful thought, the idea that the one I long for is also longing for me in return. I like to imagine that, wherever they are preparing themselves for our meeting, just as I am preparing myself. Maybe they are working on their own journey, growing into the person they are meant to be, just as I am growing into mine. And when we finally meet, when our paths cross, it will feel as if everything has led us to that moment. I believe that love is not just a matter of chance, but a matter of timing, of two souls finding one another when they are both ready. Perhaps we are both waiting for the perfect moment to come together, a moment when we can look at one another and know that we are exactly where we are meant to be,